Chapter 17, Facing Adversity, The Scattered Gods, Part 3, Celestial Challenges. Exhaustion clung to them like a shroud. The battle with the chorus of discord had left them battered and bruised, both physically and emotionally. Apollo, his golden hair matted with sweat, slumped against a crumbling pillar in the ruined concert hall. Across from him, Artemis, her silver arrows glinting dully, knocked one on her bow, her eyes scanning the perimeter for any remaining threats. "They got away," she muttered, her voice heavy with frustration. "Most of them, at least." Apollo sighed, the memory of the chaotic battle still fresh in his mind. The chorus of discord, a cacophony of twisted melodies and discordant harmonies, had attacked the celestial concert hall, attempting to use their music to enslave the minds of those attending. It had been a brutal clash, with Apollo channeling his music into a symphony of strength and defense, while Artemis, guided by her celestial senses, picked off the rogue musicians one by one. "We managed to stop their main attack," he said, "but a few slipped through our defenses, and those they changed." A shiver ran down his spine. The twisted chorus had kidnapped a small group of women during the chaos, subjecting them to some form of dark musical manipulation. Their eyes, once bright with the joy of music, now held a vacant, almost robotic gleam. "They said they were experimenting," Artemis added, her voice laced with disgust, "trying to create clones to spread their discord." A heavy silence descended between them. The implications were horrifying. If the chorus could create soulless clones, their reach could expand exponentially. This wasn't just about controlling one concert hall, it was about controlling the very soul of music throughout the multiverse. "We can't let them succeed," Apollo growled, his resolve hardening. "We need to find those women, figure out what they did to them, and undo it." Artemis nodded. "Agreed, but how? Tracking them across the multiverse won't be easy, especially with our limited resources." Suddenly, a flicker of inspiration lit up Apollo's eyes. "Resources," he echoed, a smile playing on his lips. "Maybe we're not as limited as we think." He explained his plan, his voice filled with renewed energy. Their fight against the chorus had highlighted a major weakness: their lack of unity. The chorus had thrived on discord, utilizing the chaos to further their goals. But what if they could use the very essence of music, harmony, to fight back? "The multiverse is filled with incredible musicians," Apollo said, his voice ringing with enthusiasm. "From the celestial choirs of Elysium to the soul-stirring blues singers of Delta 4, music transcends borders and species. We need to unite them, create a symphony so powerful, so harmonious, that it disrupts the chorus's hold on their victims." Artemis's eyes widened. "Are you suggesting—" "A multiversal concert," Apollo finished, his grin widening. "We gather the greatest musicians from across the cosmos, use their combined talent to create a beacon of hope, a melody strong enough to break the chorus's control." The idea was ambitious, bordering on audacious, but as they discussed the logistics, a sense of hope blossomed within them. They would reach out to their celestial allies, leverage communication channels established with other planets, and spread the word across the multiverse. It would be a monumental undertaking, a test of their leadership and diplomatic skills. But the potential reward, freeing countless victims and silencing the chorus for good, outweighed any challenges. The following days were a whirlwind of activity. Hermes, the celestial messenger god, proved invaluable, using his speed and communication prowess to spread the call across the cosmos. News of the multiversal concert resonated across planets, igniting a spark of defiance in the hearts of countless musicians. Challenges arose, of course. Some musicians feared the chorus and refused to participate. Others questioned the scattered gods' authority, but for every voice of doubt, 10 more rose in passionate support. Meanwhile, Apollo and Artemis delved into the remains of the chorus's technology, hoping to find a way to reverse the manipulation. The process was slow and arduous, riddled with dead ends and cryptic inscriptions. They consulted with Dr. Vasquez, who, stranded in a dystopian future, offered his expertise through fragmented communications. Just as frustration began to gnaw at them, a breakthrough arrived. A message flickered through their communication device, a symphony of data from beyond the fringes of their dimension. It was Dr. Vasquez, his voice laced with excitement. He had managed to translate an ancient text, a forgotten medical treatise that spoke of harmonious dissonance. According to the text, specific musical frequencies could disrupt the brainwashing frequencies used by the chorus. It was a risky proposition, meaning a gamble on Vasquez's partial translation and their own understanding of music. But at this point, it was their only hope. Days turned into weeks as they meticulously crafted a musical counterpoint. Apollo, drawing on his knowledge of celestial harmonics, constructed the bass melody. Artemis, guided by her keen sense of rhythm, wove intricate percussive patterns that resonated with the body as much as the mind. Every note was chosen with care, each chord a weapon honed to shatter the chorus's hold. Meanwhile, the word of the multiversal concert spread like wildfire. From the shimmering, crystalline spires of Lyra to the swampy bayous of Xibalba, musicians of all shapes and sizes converged on a designated central point, the Celestial Concert Hall, rebuilt with haste and reinforced with Aegis Order technology. The day of the concert arrived, bathed in an ethereal glow emanating from various constellations. The concert hall, once a site of discord, now buzzed with anticipation. 1,000 instruments gleamed under the celestial light. Ethereal harps from Elysium, pulsating drums from the fiery planets of Celeria, and haunting wind instruments from the spectral realm of Umbra. The scattered gods stood at the center stage, a united front against the looming threat. In the front row sat the brainwashed women, their vacant eyes reflecting the stage lights. Apollo felt a pang of responsibility, a vow to undo the damage inflicted. As the music began, a hush fell over the audience. A gentle flute melody, played by a nymph from Arcadia, filled the space, a soft prelude to the coming storm. Then 1,000 instruments rose in unison, each melody woven into the tapestry of sound. Cellists from Centauri Minor laid down a deep grounding bass line, while violinists from Vega soared with soaring, emotive melodies. The air vibrated with the combined power of music, a symphony resonating with the very fabric of reality. Apollo, bathed in the light of 100 suns projected onto the stage, took center stage. His voice, powerful and clear, became a rallying cry, singing of hope, of unity, of the indomitable spirit of music. The crowd responded, their voices rising in a chorus that shook the very foundations of the concert hall. Across the cosmos, the multiversal concert echoed. On planets far and wide, musicians played along, their melodies adding to the growing wave of harmony. Back on the stage, Artemis unleashed her own musical attack. Her bow danced across the strings of her celestial harp, generating sonic waves laced with the pure, cleansing power of moonlight. These waves, synchronized with the harmonious dissonance chords painstakingly crafted by Apollo and Vasquez, bathed the brainwashed women in a cacophony of sound. For a moment, nothing happened. Then a flicker of recognition sparked in the women's eyes. One by one, tears streamed down their faces, expressions of confusion and fear giving way to dawning understanding. The chorus's control faltered, their malevolent influence dissolving like smoke in a gale. The women, freed from their mental prison, collapsed amidst joyous cheers from the audience. The concert continued, now a celebration of liberation and the power of music. Apollo and Artemis played side by side, their melodies intertwined as effortlessly as their fates seemed to be. Each musician poured their heart and soul into the performance, creating a universal harmony that resonated across the cosmos. The victory, however, was bittersweet. The fight against the chorus of discord was far from over. Traces of their influence lingered across the multiverse, whispers of discord emanating from forgotten corners of the cosmos. But the concert had served its purpose. It had united the musicians of the multiverse, forging a powerful alliance against the encroaching darkness. As the final notes faded and the applause began to die down, Apollo glanced at Artemis, a shared sense of purpose hardening his resolve. They had tasted victory, however fleeting. Now it was time to hunt down the remaining members of the chorus, to eradicate their influence forever. But first, they needed to ensure the safety of the freed women. With the help of benevolent healers from Andromeda and empaths from the Dreamlands, the women began their journey hacia la recuperación, towards recovery. The journey of healing wouldn't be easy, but with the support of the multiverse, they had a chance to reclaim their lives, their voices, and their love for music. Meanwhile, Hermes, ever the messenger god, delivered a message from a cloaked figure who appeared during the concert. The message was cryptic. The echoes grow louder. Look to the Nexus, for there your next battle lies. With a heavy heart and a renewed determination, Apollo and Artemis embarked on a new quest. The multiversal concert, a beacon of hope in a time of darkness, had served its purpose. But the true war against the encroaching void had only just begun. Want more epic battles and celestial challenges? Support the Scattered Gods on Patreon and unlock exclusive content like character backstory chapters and behind-the-scenes insights.